Okay guys, so this is going to be a spoiler-filled quick review of the season finale of the first season of Star Wars Rebels on Disney XD, of course. It premiered last night. I didn't have a chance to review it before I went to bed last night, mostly because I needed to give time for my brain to process the awesomeness of what I had just seen. Let's go ahead and get the biggest reveal out of the way, and that is Fulcrum is Ahsoka Tano. A lot of people have speculated about this, and there's been a couple pieces of evidence from the backwards reverse engineering the audio, Fulcrum's voice, and it kind of sounded like Ahsoka, to I believe the actress that did the voice for Ahsoka posted it on, like, it wasn't her IMDb page, but it was something along those lines, that she was doing the voice of Fulcrum / Ahsoka. So we had some clues, but you know how these things go. There's rumors in the Star Wars universe are a dime a dozen. So whenever she finally came down that ladder, and you hear her voice, and then you kind of see who it is, I mean, I literally jumped out of my chair. It's how excited I was when I saw it was Ahsoka. And I gotta say, she looks cool. She looks badass with the armor, and she's older. I guess she's what, like 15 years older now, so she's like in her 30s. That is so cool. I just cannot, I can't state it enough how awesome it was just to get that little glimpse and to see that she is going to be, I would imagine she's going to be in season 2 and 3 and however long the show runs. So that's going to be really cool, and you kind of expect that at some point her and Vader are going to face off. How is that not going to be badass? But yeah, but she wasn't even the only great thing in this, I don't even want to say great, but just very epic and dramatic thing that happened. So we lost a character, as we saw kind of in the previews, who will fall, and there was a lot of speculation, and again, people have been really good at guessing this stuff. Starting to kind of worry me. Everybody that I talked to, read online, was like, it's going to be the Inquisitor, it's going to be the Inquisitor. But then a lot of people were like, no, well, it might be, one of the lead characters, possibly Sabine, or Hera. Maybe one of our, it probably wasn't going to be canon, it probably wasn't going to be Ezra, you can imagine, because those are our two main characters. But it could be one of the side characters, Zeb. Probably wasn't going to be Chopper, because that would be silly. And besides, everybody loves Chopper. But yeah, but still, I think the majority of people speculated that we were going to lose the Inquisitor. And I was kind of like, okay, well, if you kill the Inquisitor, what is left to be a villain? And then obviously, because I honestly didn't think that they were going to bring Vader in the way that they did. Of course, another big spoiler alert, at the end, we see Vader coming out of the Imperial shuttle, basically taking the Inquisitor's place, and that really worked well, because after you see the rest of the kind of rebel fleet and you realize, wow, they're kind of a serious threat, it really made sense to be like, okay, well, the Inquisitor couldn't handle it, and the Rebel Alliance isn't just some misfits. They're pretty organized, they're pretty legit. Maybe we do need to bring the big guy in on this. So that worked well, that fit within the story to me. Vader did look a little skinny, but I mean, all in all, he still looked pretty badass, so so no complaints really there. Sorry for the squeaky chair, I guess from WD-40. Yeah, but I know I've kind of jumped to the very end here. This isn't really a step-by-step review of the show. I really just kind of wanted to talk about the big things that happened. But one of the really cool things that I hadn't seen a whole lot of people mentioning was Chopper basically contacting Fulcrum and saving their skin, and getting the entire, Rebel Armada to come and save them. I feel like Chopper is such a key character at this point, and yet he's just this little droid, and he just doesn't get the respect that he deserves. I mean, fans seem to love him. I love him. I feel bad even suggesting that he could be better than R2, because that's crazy talk, but he's definitely on that level. He's probably more, I mean, actually, not probably, he's more likable than C-3PO. I'll say that. I mean, he is such a great character at this point, and the fact that he keeps being so key in the story just amazes me. I didn't think that they were going to utilize him like that. I mean, he basically, it wasn't Kanan, it wasn't Ezra calling in the Armada, that convinced them to come rescue them. It's Chopper, this little grunt droid, so I just found that astonishing, and I'm surprised I haven't seen anybody really highlighting that. Kind of amazes me. But yeah, all in all, I mean, it was an 11 out of 10. It was an amazing episode, and it did just what a season finale should do, which is make you just writhe in pain that you have to wait however long you have to wait. We don't even know at this point until season 2. So yeah, I'm super excited for season 2. We've got not only another character that normally would be in any other episode. It would be like, hey, look at this character that we got to see, but it's so overshadowed by Vader and obviously Ahsoka. Is we got to see Bail Organa, or at least I think it was his hologram. Was on the Ghost or whichever, or maybe it was the shuttle ship they jumped on, but yeah, so that was cool, and it definitely feels like we're really gonna see the Rebel Alliance. And I know like a lot of people have told me that I was crazy for suggesting that Star Wars Rebels was gonna ever have any focus on the actual Rebel Alliance, and people were like, no, it's just about this one little group of rebels, has nothing to do with the actual Rebel Alliance. And it looks like I'm slowly getting proven right, that we are going to see at least some of the other rebel cells coming together to form the Rebel Alliance. So that is awesome, and I'm really excited. The way they were able to fuse like the Rebel Alliance pre-A New Hope formation with sort of this, band of misfits that reminds us kind of a cross between the original trilogy gang and Firefly. My head is exploding. This whole season has been epic, but not as epic as this one show. One thing that I don't like about this it's very, very, very nitpicky, but I also noticed a little bit of this in the Clone Wars. I really don't like whenever they use things that are so obviously, so obviously a part of our universe, and that aren't even really a part of our universe. They're a part of, like, American culture, and it just feels out of place. And what I mean by that are the black and white checkered stripes that she painted on the TIE fighter. Like, that is such an American, like, drag race, sort of, American graffiti type thing. And that brought me back to another nitpick that I had with the Clone Wars, where the police, or whatever they are, had red and blue flashing lights. And I was like, wait a minute. A galaxy far, far away is going to use the exact same convention that we use in America. And same with the racing stripes, kind of a checkered flag design that Sabine painted. It just felt like, you're letting some like modern day real world stuff from just one country like really creep in to, to this universe. And it's just little weird things like that kind of take me out of it for a bit. I'm like, really? Galaxy far, far away? They decided to use the exact same colors of lights that we use for police? I don't know. Just little things like that kind of take me out of it. Because when you think about it, the original trilogy had almost none of that. I mean, it really felt I mean, yeah, you have basic things that you could imagine being the same, that are the same across different countries, like clothing, the wheel. You know, certain things are just what they are. There's not a whole lot of ways you can change that. But yeah, weird little conventions like that trip me out. But yeah, sorry I got off on this weird tangent. That's been itching at me for a while. Just kind of wanted to mention that. And I even kind of liked the way that Kanan used Ezra's lightsaber, like how he would, like, you know, do some sword fighting and then shoot, sword fighting, shoot. And you even see Ezra be like, hey, how come I never thought of using it like that? So, and I've been a little on his lightsaber, but I think it kind of works, you know, with the situations that they're in. I mean, this isn't the, you know, the Jedi council where everything is by the book, and, you know, we're 100% about the honor and the tradition of being a Jedi. You know, these guys are rebels. They're fighting this massive empire. They don't have time to nitpick about, you know, oh, well, a blaster is clumsy and it's not a Jedi weapon. If it works, it works, and we ain't got time for semantics when you're fighting the Empire and you're just barely hanging on by a thread, you know, as the last handful of Jedi in the galaxy, pretty much. So yeah, it's starting to grow on me a little bit. So again, 11 out of 10. If you haven't seen this, I mean, my God, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You have to watch this episode of Star Wars Rebels. I still got goosebumps from Ahsoka climbing down that ladder. That was just too cool. And then the end when you get Vader's breathing apparatus sound. So yeah, and we got to see more Tarkin, always cool. Yeah, so comment, let me know what you guys think, like, dislike. Thank you guys for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe.